Hallelujah. Here we are clearly on the Shabbat, lunar Shabbat. Let's see if we spot the moon. Yeah, there it is. There she is. Hallelujah, hallelujah. With that said, that is pointing to the sort of to the southwest. But the sun's here, so we point to the east. Hallelujah. East to the south. To the west. To the north. Hey! Shabbat Shalom! Hallelujah! So now we have begun the Shabbat. We started last night with a candle, but now we celebrate it with horns. Marker, location. Hallelujah. And here we are. The candles are lit still. Very slowly we begin. Washing of the hands. I have already washed them, but hold on. I do not have a flour tortilla as what the official is, but we do have the wine. Hallelujah. Okay. This wine, like I said, I must rewind every sip. Brings me back to a prayer. Not a prayer. Every sip brings me back in time. It takes me back to a time where to my youth, when I was always been, where I always acknowledge that the Father has been in my life. So hallelujah to the Blessed One and the blood of the Messiah. Is that what it does? That's probably why he chose that. And of course the bread, I have a little wheat bread, little color on there. You know, it's not white. Flour tortillas are white, but still, you burn it. It has different tones of brown and of color. So we start upon a rising. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, King of the universe, who has created man in his wisdom and has made him many openings and cavities. It is obvious and known before your glorious throne that if one were ruptured or if one was blocked, it would be impossible to live and to stand before you. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, who heals all flesh and works wondrously. And now I do uncover my head now, because Moshe, before the Father, would uncover himself, and when he appeared to the people, came back down to the mountain, he covered himself. So that's the only reason I do this, in humility in the tent, and so on and so forth. Blessed are you, Yahuwah. Favorable are you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, King of the universe, who has created man in his wisdom and made in him many openings and cavities. We already did that. Oh, my Elohim, the soul you gave me is pure. You made it. You fashioned it. You breathed it into us. You guard it within us, and eventually you will take it from us and return it to us in time to come. Hallelujah. See, I lose my place trying to get the picture. You return to us in time to come. As long as the soul is within us, we give you thanks before you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, and the Elohim of my father's master of all works, El, over all souls. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, who returns souls to dead bodies. And I kneel down and prostrate for this. Hallelujah. It's been amazing. Donning the Talit. We pray with this Talit. And as you can see, I got my seats here. And because I have not been able to buy yarn and just put some seats together, but with a talit, We say, I accept upon myself the positive command. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, King of the universe, who has sent us this commandment and has commanded us to wrap ourselves in tzitzits. I accept upon myself the positive commandment to love my neighbor as myself. Hallelujah. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, King of the universe, who gave us the rooster understanding to distinguish day from night, and moon as well, sun, moon, and stars, for not making me a Gentile, for not making me a slave, and for being a priest. Hallelujah. For everything you do, Yahuwah, thank you. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, King of the universe, who gives sight to the blind, who clothes the naked, who releases the captives, who straightens the bent, who spreads the earth upon the waters, who has provided me with all my needs, and who provides us with food, who prepares the footsteps of men, and who girds Yasharah with strength, and who crowns Yasharah with splendor, and who gives strength to the weary, and who removes the bonds of sleep from the eyes and slumber from our eyelids. And may it be your will, Yahuwah, our Elohim, and the Elohim of our fathers, that you could accustom us in your Torah and make us keep to your commandments. Do not bring us to sin, nor to transgression and iniquity, to testing, to hard testing, nor to shame. Let not the evil inclination dominate us, distance us from an evil person, from an evil companion. Make us cleave to your good and inclination and good deeds, and force your evil inclination to serve you. Grant us today and all the days grace, kindness, and compassion in your eyes and in the eye of the eyes who see us, and bestow on us good kindness. Blessed, favored are you, Yahuwah Elohim, who returns good kindness to his people, Yasharah. And we kneel to the Torah. Thank you. Blessed are you, Yahuwah Elohim, King of the universe, who has sanctified us in his commandments and commanded us to occupy ourselves in the words of the Torah, instruction, the Bible, basic instructions before living eternally. Please, Yahuwah, our Elohim, make the words of your Torah pleasant in our mouth and in the mouths of your people, the house of Yasharel. May we and your descendants and the descendants of your people, the house of Yasharel, all of us, know your name and study your Torah for his sake. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, who teaches Torah to his people. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, our Elohim, King of the universe, who chose us from among all the peoples and gave us his Torah instructions. Blessed are you, Yahuwah, giver of Torah. Thank you. Amen. And so the Messiah, Yahushua, is the Torah, the living word, and that's all he taught in his ministry, and so on to keep. The next one is to love one another as I have loved you, and to love the Father. Those are the main two, and very distinguished, very, very tough. And to all of Yasharel, all the lost tribes out there, we say, Hear, Yasharel, Yahuwah is one. El Yahuwah, I am that I am, is one. Blessed is the name of Yahuwah and his glorious kingdom for all eternity. And you shall love Yahuwah, your Elohim, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your abundance. Then these matters that I command you today should be on your heart. Repeat them to your children. Speak to them when you sit in your home, when you walk on the way, when you lie down, and when you arise. Bind them as a sign on your arm. And they shall be tefillin, prayers between your eyes, and write them on the doorpost of your home and your gates. Hallelujah. And certain established, enduring, fair, and faithful, beloved, and cherished, desirable, pleasant, awesome, and powerful, correct, and accepted, good, and beautiful is the affirmations to us for all eternity. True, the Elohim of the universe is our King, the Rock of Jacob, is the shield of our salvation. He endures from generation to generation, and his name endures, and his throne is firmly established in the top of the heavens, right above us, north. His kingship and faithfulness endures forever. His words are living and enduring, faithful and delightful forever. Because the tzitzit release them in all eternity, and for our Father and for us, for our children, and for the generations of all generations, for your servant Yasharel's offspring, for the first and the last generation. This affirmation is good and enduring for all eternity. True and faithful, it is an eternal law. It is true that you are Yahuwah, I am that I am, our Father, our Elohim, and the Elohim of our fathers, our King and the King of our fathers, our Redeemer, the Redeemer of our fathers, our Maker, the Rock of our salvation, the Liberator, and the Rescuer. This has always been your name, Yahuwah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Who is like you among the Elohims, Yahuwah? Who is like you, mighty in holiness, too awesome for praise, doing wonders? Hallelujah.
Rock of Yasharel, rise and help Yahuwah. Yahuwah shall reign for all eternity. And we sing songs to him as I have been listening to our songs, to my songs. In the book of life, blessed of peace and good livelihood, may we remember and be written before you, we and all your people, the house of Yasharel, for good life and for peace. Blessed are Yahuwah who makes peace. Blessed are Yahuwah who blesses, who favors his people, Yasharel, with peace. Hallelujah. And to all the blessings today, thank you, Yahuwah, for all those who believe, Lahaim, to life, and met for all the food that we have today, and the bread that we break. And Yahuwah, upon this, I would like to say, the woman answered, I have no husband. And Yeshua said to her, You have well said, I have no husband. For you have 5 husbands, and the one whom you now have is not your husband. In that you spoke truly. The woman said, Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, and you Hebrews say that in Jerusalem is the place where you ought to worship. Yahushua said to her, Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Hebrews. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. Yahuwah is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. The truth is the Torah, the Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, and the whole scriptures, okay? That's the truth, that's the Torah. And the instructions. The woman said to him, I know that the Messiah is coming, who is called Mashiach. When he comes, he will tell us all things. Yahushua said to her, I who speak to you am he. Upon this bread, hallelujah. We have a great Shabbat, revelations, all who click, and all my brothers and brethren who are out there. Emet. Before the candle went out, yeah, we did it. Hallelujah to all my brethren. Hallelujah to all my brethren. Hallelujah. Emet. Shabbat shalom, everybody. We'll see you for closing. Amen.